Hi guys, it's me Rachel, and we're gonna get a little nostalgic today. So I'm gonna talk about my memory of getting the Nintendo Switch. So it's not super nostalgic because it did happen this year, but it's still a memory that I know I'm going to have for a really long time. So I'm gonna talk about it today. So, what happened was everybody who is a Nintendo fan, or maybe even people who weren't, were super hyped for the Switch. I mean, I was on Reddit like every day looking at information about it, just so excited for this because not only was it a brand new Nintendo system, which I am a huge Nintendo fangirl, but also a new Legend of Zelda game, Breath of the Wild. An open world Legend of Zelda game. Like, this was ridiculous. So freaking excited for it. My dad was too, because he and I were both huge Nintendo fans. Are huge Nintendo fans. I have always had Nintendo systems in my house for as long as I can remember. They were the only the only systems we had for the longest time. So this was a really big deal. Um, so the day of, I let my dad know that I was also going to be waiting in line with him to get a Switch because none of it was pre-ordered. So we went, I got there and I was going to wait for him to get in the line. And then some guy showed up, so I let my dad know I was going to go get in line, but he'd actually just arrived too. So we sat down together. He had lawn chairs and a blanket, and I thought I was super bundled up, but I was not nearly bundled up. It was freezing. Like, I couldn't feel my toes. So fucking freezing. I was bundled up. Like, I distinctly remember having like two pairs of socks on, two pairs of pants on, like coats, jackets, hoodies, the whole 9 yards, but I was still freezing. Um, I didn't bring anything to do. I didn't even think about it. We were in line for 7.5 hours, mostly just sitting there waiting for time to pass in the cold. Um, the line got fairly long too. We were third and fourth in line behind a couple of these teenagers. I think they were teenagers. Um, and the reason why this memory is so fun, you probably wonder why sitting in the cold for 7.5 hours is such a fond memory. But just being so excited for the Nintendo Switch, being one of the first people to get their hands on one, like getting it at launch. I've never had anything like that before. I've never gotten a system at launch. I've never done a midnight release for anything like that before. Um, so it's really exciting. And even more exciting because, I got Breath of the Wild, the date release, like really fucking exciting. So, plus, it was with my dad, and we don't get to do a lot together anymore because I've got kids. So, usually when we do something, it's with the kids. So, the fact that we got to do this thing together, this thing that we were both really excited for, it was just really fun. We got a picture of us together with our Switches afterwards, and it was just something that I'm going to remember for a really long time. A memory I'm going to cherish with my dad for a really long time too. So that's my memory of getting my Nintendo Switch. And thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to comment content you'd like to see from us in the future, and I'll see you next time.